This never should have happened. It's all my fault.
No, Ratchet. Ace Heartlight did this, and Gleeman Vox gave the order.
They made a mistake bringing us here, Clank. Now they're gonna pay for it.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. We're strengthened in unity, even though we've lost one of our friends. Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome back to Ratchet Deadlocked, where we are now heading to planet Stygia. I don't know why I'm doing this voice, cause it is ridiculous.
Tonight on Vox, it's a very special episode of Dread Zone. Planet Stygia. It's a world ravaged by continual meteor storms. Why, if not for Stygia's powerful defense shield, the entire planet would be decimated in a matter of hours. But somebody dismantled the shield's power supply. Who would do such a horrible thing to the poor people of Stygia? I don't know, but it sure makes for good reality HV. Stay tuned for the hottest episode of Dread Zone yet. And if you live on Stygia, the last one.
What an absolutely cheeky bastard. I'd expect nothing less from the Fox network. I mean Fox. You get the idea. But at the same time, this does also lead into what I think is probably my favourite level in the game. Which is kind of surprising, because you want to know what this level has that the rest don't? Dread challenges.
Planet Stygia, a beautiful world with pink sand beaches, friendly service, and giant meteor storms pummeling the surface. We're live from the Tempest Control Station thousands of feet above the ground, where powerful meteor shields protect the people below. But not today, because we've turned them off. Can Team Darkstar destroy the jamming devices and save Stygia? Only time will tell in this final round, as the fate of an entire planet rests in their hands.
So, dudes and dudettes, welcome to Planet Stygia, my favourite planet in the game, and for more than a few reasons really. The first of which, I'm suddenly from New Zealand. No, the first of which being the soundtrack, which is absolutely fucking amazing for all of the different stages of our Stygia campaign. The second, of course, being, well, the visual aesthetics of the level. Again, I have a real thing for sky-based levels, and yeah, this not only looks very visually striking, but again, the whole thunderstorm aesthetic with, the meteors raining down creates some absolutely stunning visuals that, the game's lighting and bloom effects really bring to the surface. And then, of course, there's a gameplay. We're getting a lot of different variety here. I mean, again, you're going to be having a few on-foot segments. You have, the whole, the Landstalker thing going up here, and you have a hovership segment. So, compared to many other levels in the game, it varietizes itself quite nicely, and you're always getting something new and interesting to do. And even that in and of itself, you're also hopping from, different platform to platform in order to do the contextual thing of saving the residents of planet Stygia, from being bombarded by meteors, which, again, saving people from Vox's evil. And again, it all ties itself together nicely, and again, had the game done more of this, I feel like I would have been singing a very different tune about Ratchet Deadlocked, and yeah. I mean, I've been negative about Ratchet Deadlocked throughout a fair majority of the commentary, which it shouldn't be an indictment that I hate the game. I promise you, I do love Deadlocked at its base level. But yeah, there's no knocking a really solid level such as this, and again, I can dig Stygia like a shallow grave. Although, there is also one thing to bring up. If you look closely into the background, I believe you can see the mountains from, planet Aranos, which I believe was the first level in Ratchet & Clank 2, so, borrowing some assets. Are you, Insomniac? Creators of the Soldano Man 2018 Mavril game? By the way, it's slightly off topic, but I did actually beat the Spider-Man PS4 game recently. Yeah, quite fun. Ending was hype as fuck, and, yeah, the build-up of the game is actually quite sweet, but that's all I'm gonna say on that for now. Back to Ratchet Deadlocked, on the other hand, and, yeah, I suppose to talk about current plot revelations in regards to Big Al. Yeah, our lovable, dorky, nerd, robot guy is now dead. Or is he? Well, I mean, he was carted off to hospital, but... and again, without spoiling anything, am I the only one who wished that Big Al legitimately died here? Because, I mean, initially when I first played the game, that's what I thought was, gonna be the case. And again, even, later on when... back in 2005 when a lot of my friends played the game, I remember a lot of us thinking similarly that this should have been where Big Al kicked the bucket to, make the game, feel more epic and cool. as we so eloquently described it back then, but yeah, Big Al will return, it's just that not in the form that we might think. Yes, indeed, I'm talking about the reboot, I'm totally nothing spoilery about this game. Whatever. Yeah, but on a serious note, Big Al does come back, and you know what, I do think they missed a beat in killing the character off, because, again, he doesn't really appear much after this game. I mean, you hear him in an advertisement in A Crack in Time. I think he's mentioned in Rift Apart at one point, but yeah, apart from the 2016 reboot game, there's really nothing to his character that he really adds, so I don't know, I think it really would have added some much needed teeth, especially given the fact that, you know, they're really wanting to big up the threat of Ace Hardlight at this point for how much of a bastard he is. Yeah, but I don't know, that's neither here nor there in this case. Anyway, for our current mission objective, yeah, we basically gotta tie some bolt cranks together and, you know, realign the shields and make sure the shield generator stays up. At which point we will then have to defend the shield generator for our next mission. So yeah, we got a bit of a tall order ahead of us, but, you know, we are Ratchet, Clank, Merc, Green, and Big Al, in honor of the fallen. Yeah, but anyway, if I could also talk about the level itself, I don't know, I also have a really big thing for thunderstorms in video games. I don't know what that says about me and the weather patterns, but I don't know, I just find these storms soothing. I mean, again, nature is a very damaging force, and, you know, it really doesn't get enough credit that it deserves for creating some really lethal hazards in video games. Quite cool in the atmosphere department, and also can create some pretty cool set pieces in the game-playing department. But yeah, since we can also pretty much command Merc and Green, our slaves, to do all the work for us, yeah, we can focus on the shooty-shooty fighting action while everybody else just does our bidding. And, let me see, anything else I can say? Well, I suppose I could also talk about, designs once again. I also really want to compliment Insomniac's design philosophy on Gleeman Vox himself. At least in terms of his character. I mean, again, he does have the whole robot arm thing. Yes, I died, moving on. But yeah, at the same time, I also really like how they designed Gleeman Vox after a shark. I mean, I don't know, like, the way they characterize him, again, he hits the right balance between, you know, being a snooty business guy, as we've seen in Ratchet and Clank games past, but again, like, they really get that sort of tenacious aggression that, you know, I feel characters like Chairman Drex sort of had, but I don't know, there's a level of, like, unbridled aggression with, you know, Vox specifically, that really comes across both in his character design and I feel also his portrayal by, I think it was Michael Bell, who also voices Dr. Nefarious's butler Lawrence. They have his voice actor on the payroll, I wonder if they're gonna do anything. Well, that's neither here nor there in this case. Either way, I feel like Vox is a great antagonist for the game. And again, like, it's one of the elements of the game that I feel they handle superbly well, especially considering that Vox tends to have, like, all the development and bigging up in the game for exactly what he is, what he's doing, and why he's doing it. So again, I can't really fault Insomniac for, you know, much in the way of, you know, sacrificing the development of others like the Exterminators in favor of bigging up Gleeman Vox, which I suppose is the most important part. But at the same time, my real problem only comes into it when, again, you have either tertiary bosses that either don't have much of a purpose, like the Eviscerator, or are just sort of, you know, treated as jokes and akin to, you know, Shell Shock or Reactor that don't really have much for them. And then, of course, there's the Ace Hardlight debacle, which, you know what, I think I might get into next time, because while Stygia is my favourite level in the game, the next level is also rather boring, and would you believe is our penultimate planet of the game. Yeah, Ratchet Deadlocked is a bit of a short beast, and as I also mentioned right at the beginning, Stygia also has no optional Dread Zone challenges. So yeah, if you were thinking that you were probably going to get like another hovership race thing, or, you know, another Defend the Thing mission for Dread Zone points, yeah, you get nothing really. Bit of a disappointment really, but I don't know, can't really say much else. Yes, thank you, Juanita. Your commentary is invaluable. But yeah, thankfully there is also no health bar for this Defend the Shield Generator mission, because if there was, ooh, dearie me, that would have been, how you say, crap. Oh wait, we're not at that Defend the Shield Generator mission. Yeah, we're pretty much at, have Merc and Green fix the thing up while you just defend them from the hover ship, and thankfully, I don't think you need to protect them that much, because, I mean, even if you can just revive them, so... It's also made much less tedious than a lot of the Galactic Rangers missions, which at the same time I feel is very much a blessing in disguise, and again, while I do credit Insomniac for making the design decisions they did, because I imagine that Ratchet Deadlocked probably would have been a lot worse received if they had, like, a legitimate health bar for, like, oh no, defend the people, oh no, too many enemies are overwhelming them, game over, game over. That I feel probably would have had a lot of people, yeah, I'm also kind of annoyed in like an Ashley Graham kind of way. Oh yeah, that's, well, probably not by the time this part is uploaded, but it is topical for the right now because the Resident Evil 4 remake just came out. And I still haven't picked it up, which is funny because unlike Resident Evil 4 Classic where I can't fucking stand the game, yeah, Resident Evil 4 remake I actually am slightly interested in. So, yeah, the jury's still out on that at this point. I probably will pick it up when I have the money for it, but yeah, for the time being it's just kind of, whatever. And now we get to our final part of Stygia, Defend the Shield.
Oh no! Dreadzone has launched an all-out assault on the shield generator. If Team Darkstar doesn't fend off the attack, the people of Stygia will be flattened like a pancake with syrup, butter, and a little orange garnish. Oh no! Can I have breakfast for dinner, or is that just weird? Oh, right. Stygia, Team Darkstar, and Dreadzone bad guys. I'm on it.
Yep, you sure are, Dallas. Now, this is pretty much the final thing. Nothing too much to worry about. I mean, again, it's pretty much just to survive until all the enemies are defeated, then wait for the Dreadzone to show up, and that's pretty much it. Again, it does kind of cap Stygia on a nice note, and I think because of the brevity of this level, I think it did allow Insomniac to focus a little bit more on, you know, exactly what needed to be done and how to make this level the best it could possibly be with its base challenge. Which, you know, it does also kind of have me thinking about the Dreadzone challenges in and of themselves, like, how beneficial were they to the gameplay, or were they just made specifically because of how easily you could wring the challenge out of the game? I don't know, questions for next time I suppose, but on that note, I'm Solidus-Skully, keep it new metal, and next time on the Ratchet Deadlocked commentary we'll be heading into our penultimate planet of the game, Planet Meraxus. So on that note, I'll catch you dudes and dudettes next time.